Yeah, I'm back. Now let's go ahead and talk about Philadelphia. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Crump, and this is John Crump News, where you discuss 2A every day. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are not yet a subscriber. Today, we are brought to you by Gideon Optics. Gideon Optics makes high-quality optics at an affordable price. I run a Gideon Optics Judge on my Glock 43X, which is an RMSC footprint optic. I also run an Omega sitting on top of my Patmos slide, which is sitting on top of my MUP1, which is produced by JSD Supply. They are also being sued by Philadelphia, but they're not the topic of today's story. Also, if you want to get really badass, do what I did. Go to CAA Gear Up by MCK and stick a mediator on top of there. The mediator is another Gideon optic, and it's like a mini EOTech, but cheaper and better. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney has teamed up with Everytown for Gun Safety to sue 3 local gun stores trying to put them out of business. If you recall, the mayor teamed up with Giffords to sue JSD Supply and Polymer 80 for being a nuisance. This time, the mayor is suing the 3 gun stores for illegal practices. The 3 gun stores are Dahlia's Gun Shop, Frank's Gun Shop and Shooting Range, and Tanner's Sports Center. The mayor is claiming that these companies had illegal practices, basically that they were allowing straw purchases to happen, and since they are trained by the ATF to identify straw purchasers, the gun shops should have been able to tell that the buyers of the guns were not the actual purchasers of the firearms. Following the mayor's logic, he assumes that the gun shops must be in on it. Interesting fact is that he used data from 2019 and before. The owners of Tanner's were different back then. The new owners bought the gun shop in December, so the mayor is suing the new owners by using outdated information, which is kind of weird. Okay, now you must be saying to yourself, shouldn't these guys be protected by the Protection of Lawful Commerce of Arms Act? And you should be right. But if you follow my stories over at AMLN News, you know I've done some reporting on this, and there is a loophole in the PLCAA, and that is gross negligence. And Brady released a CLE, which is a continuing legal education on how to sue gun shops and gun manufacturers by using the gross negligence clause. Basically, they claim that the manufacturers or the gun stores, in this case, were grossly negligent, and then they lose the protection. Will this work? I don't know, but if you get an activist judge, which is highly likely in Philadelphia, it might work. And we'll have to see what happens here. I think Tanner's have the strongest case to get off, but I think all the gun stores can beat this because it is trumped up charges and it's trumped up accusations to try to pick gun stores out of business. What these anti-gun groups are doing and these anti-gun politicians are doing is trying to make the landscape of the firearms industry so volatile, so dangerous to be in because you can be sued at any time, that it's not worth doing. Therefore, instead of shutting down the Second Amendment like they want to, they are going after the suppliers to cut off the supply, and that should cut off the supply to you and me, or at least that's their logic. Will it work? I don't think it will, but it will cause a bunch of headache and it will cause a bunch of people money, and I think it will have a dent in the industry. I'm not really sure how much of a dent it will make, but I'm sure that a lot of people who are thinking about getting into the gun business might see lawsuits like this and change their mind. These lawsuits are nothing but SLAPP lawsuits. SLAPP lawsuits are strategic lawsuits against public participation. Basically, it is a lawsuit to prevent you from participating in your rights as Americans. And this is exactly what the cities are doing. This is exactly what the anti-gun groups are doing. So if you want, go ahead and support these fine gun stores out there and make sure that they know that you care about them. Also, Mayor Kinney, suck a penis. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you, JSD Supply, for everything that you do in Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. JSD Supply is one of the other companies being sued, and they are friends of the channel. Also, thank you for Gideon Optics for supporting the channel and sponsoring this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like what I do here, hit that thumbs up. All right, guys, that's it. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. I'm out of here. My article down below about the CLE from Brady is in the description, so go ahead and give that a read. Wolverine's motherfucker.